Hi, my name is Rishi. I'm part of the Indian Ryland movement trying to get the message of how human beings came on planet Earth. Basic idea is way human beings were created was not by God. Even the theory of evolution is not really the way it happened. It was actually designed. Similar human beings like us from another planet came down looking for a planet like Earth, and they saw Earth, and then they created human beings. So Ryle is the Frenchman. He was a journalist. He got inclination to go to an old volcano somewhere in France. He saw a UFO coming down, a man coming down from there, a small man coming down there, and telling him that we have a message to give to you, to take to humanity, and we're not giving you any proof. Just take it and give it to everybody. The message is that there is no God in the sense of how we think of it. We actually mistook the Elohim, who are actually human beings like us from another planet, as gods, as our creators, when they were just creators like scientists create stuff. It's like they were creating DNA. So they wanted to experiment with life forms, and they created plants, all animals, insects, everything. They created everything. The actual meaning of Elohim is like those who come from above, from the sky, and it is plural. So Eloha would be the singular. So God is not Elohim or Eloha. It's just that those who come from the sky is the original words that were used. I went to Japan to actually meet the guy, the Ryle, and he's just like us, like any other human being. He's no different, and he's just there trying to get this message out, and he asked if I could take this message to India, so I'm trying to do whatever I can to. That's the whole idea. They've made another visit recently because in 1945 the nuclear bomb was exploded. And so they said it's time to send the last prophet, messenger, and that's what Ryle means, actually, messenger. That's why he changed his name. In 1975, they took him to the planet of Eternals, where he met all the other prophets like Jesus, Buddha, Moses, all of these guys. Went there to experience a fantastic, way of living. And then came back and he wrote the additional part of the book to talk more about details of what it is like out there and what it can be like for human beings. People ask me this, do you believe in Rylism or the message intelligent design? I said, no, I don't believe it, because I don't need to feel like I need to believe in anything. I'm just saying that, okay, this is some information. I mean, it looks pretty accurate. It looks like this is probably maybe how it happened, and so therefore the best word I can use is it resonates. This message resonates with me. We conduct a ceremony called transmission, where we actually transmit you as a person who's saying, like, I think this is true. I'm signing up for becoming a Ryland. It is optional. People read the book, they think it's probably true, and so they feel I'd like to sign up to be a Ryland. There's a small ceremony. We do a little bit of meditation. It's kind of like a baptism thing. There's a little bowl we use with a little warm water, where we just go touch our hands and wet it a bit, and then we hold one palm at the back of the neck and one palm on the forehead, and we just hold the person. Between 2 to 5 p.m. is the range when probably they are in the same line of sight or whatever it is. The question comes up is, okay, if they created us and they created all life on earth, who created them, right? If you look at the Bible, it says, God said, let there be light. Okay, what was there before the light? Darkness, but what was God doing at that time? And then on the other side, you have the Big Bang theory, which is like there was nothing and then everything is just exploded into existence, and it just keeps going and it's still expanding and all of that stuff. Okay, what was there before the Big Bang then, So you're always ending up with what was there before that. And here they are saying, dude, it's infinity. It never began. It never is going to end. It's just going to keep going. We need to come together, find some country to say that give us the space so that we can invite them officially, and then they can come officially. We have to invite them, but we have to take care of our stuff first. We have to clean our crap, clean up our house before we invite them into a place where, you know, if they just come, all our jets are trying to go and shoot them out. My wife and kids, they're like, yeah, right, Dad has come up with this new thing now. I'm one of those guys that's intrigued and curious and stuff like that. So I went along and the messages resonated. They didn't feel like they need to pick up the book. But then that's okay, that's fine, that's how people are. From a universe perspective, you don't have to worry about anybody coming from another galaxy and then them being, you know, out there to wipe you out and kill you out and take your resources. The last thing they need is resources from you. They're way more technologically advanced. I just want to say that for those of you that have been watching this and feel that, you know, you'd like to know more, maybe meet me if you're in Mumbai, I'd be more than happy to meet you. If you think aliens are cool and they're probably the ones that created all life on Earth, please like, share and subscribe RA on YouTube channel.